Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Today we are going to see a breakfast and lunch combo. For breakfast we are making idli and sambar, and for lunch a very healthy curry leaves rice. Now you might ask me, Amma, we have seen idli and sambar so many times, so what's new? Yes, we have shown, but every sambar has its own ingredients and its own recipe, and very often the taste of the sambar which you make at home is different from the taste which you get in restaurants. So today I am going to show you a restaurant type of sambar in a very different method of cooking, and which will go very well with idli, dosa, vade and also with rice. Come, let's see how to make it. So for the rice I have already taken 1 cup of Sona Masuri rice, 2 cups of water, and I have cooked it in my pressure cooker for 2 whistles. This I have done it ahead of time because we need to allow the rice to cool a little bit. So let's take out the rice and keep it aside. Now for the sambar I have taken 1/3 cup of tuvar dal. We will wash it first. Now to your pressure cooker base add the washed tuvar dal. Here I have 2 ripe red tomatoes. We will just roughly chop it and add it along with the dal. Next I have taken 2 green chillies. Just slit it and add. These are the typical sambar onions, also known as shallots. So I have taken about 1 cup of them, peeled and kept ready. So about half the onions you add now along with this. Add some turmeric powder, salt to taste. This is some hing or asafoetida, and homemade sambar powder. I am adding 2 teaspoons. Add a few curry leaves. We will add 2 cups of water. And we will now pressure cook this for 2 whistles. I have shifted the sambar that side. Now we will get ready with the idlis. Keep some water for boiling, and first we will grease our idli mold with some oil. This idli batter I have made using Rice Rava. I will give you the link in the description box if you want to see the recipe. Now we will pour out this in our molds. Now I will allow it to steam on medium flame for 10 to 12 minutes. For the curry leaf rice, I have taken 1 bunch this size, 1 bunch of curry leaves, and separated them, washed it very well and allowed the water to drain. Here I have 1/4 cup of whole black pepper. First we will dry roast this. Dry roast them over a medium flame. Now remove this onto a plate. Equal quantity, that is 1/4 cup of cumin seeds or jeera. We will dry roast this also on a medium flame till you get a good aroma. See, now our jeera is also well roasted. Take it out also into the same bowl. Here I have 5 dry red chillies. Roast them also separately. Dry roasting. Meanwhile my cooker is done. I will switch it off. 2 whistles are over. Be careful not to burn any of the spices, so just dry roast over a low to medium flame. Now we can remove the chillies also, transfer it into the same bowl. Next add your washed and drained curry leaves. If you want a cup measurement, you can take 2 to 3 cups of curry leaves, and dry roast these also till they become nice and crisp. It's about 10 minutes now. We'll check our idlis. Just use your wet fingers. It does not stick. Once it is done, we can switch it off. See, can you hear the crackling sound? The leaves have become crisp and dry. See, now all the moisture has gone and they have become dry. So now we can switch this also off. Add this also. Now let everything cool very well. When cool, add some hing powder, about half a teaspoon, and required quantity of salt, just a pinch of haldi powder. So when it comes to room temperature, we can blend all of this into a powder. See, by mistake I put everything into the bowl. Actually you can keep this separately, the curry leaf separately onto another plate. So first we will grind all these ingredients, the dry red chillies, pepper and jeera, along with the salt and hing. When this is first ground, then finally we will add the curry leaves and blend it together. It need not be very fine, it can be slightly coarse. Now we will add the curry leaves also and blend it together. See, it has all been blended into a slightly coarse powder. Now the powder for our curry leaf rice is also ready. Now coming back to our sambar, let's open the cooker and have a look. See, the dal is also well cooked. Now just drain out this liquid portion into a bowl. This way mashing all these becomes easier. Now mash the dal, the tomatoes, onions, everything. I am just using a whisk. If you don't have a whisk, you can use the back of a spoon also. See, everything has blended well together. So this gives the typical taste and consistency of a restaurant style sambar. Now we will put this back on the stove and put back this liquid which we had strained out in the beginning. Here I had soaked a small lemon size piece of tamarind right at the beginning, just when we started the cooking. So it is soaked well, we can extract the juice. Add the squeezed extract of the tamarind. Now keep it on a low flame and again allow it to come to a boil. To this I am also adding about a teaspoon of jaggery. Add some mustard seeds, a few methi seeds, just 2 dry red chillies, and now we will add the remaining sambar onions or shallots to this and let them fry well till the onions are well cooked. A little bit of multitasking always helps. See, the rice which we had cooked right at the beginning, we will transfer this and allow it to cool a little bit. Now add a teaspoon of til oil to this. Now add in the required quantity of this curry leaf powder and mix it all well together with a light hand. It should not be mushy, the grains should be separate. Mix it well, and if required you can add some more of this curry leaves powder. The remaining can easily be stored outside on your kitchen shelf for about 2 weeks. There is no problem at all. You can mix it with rice. You can sprinkle it over dosas to make it more healthy also whenever you want. Finally, just heat a teaspoon of oil, add some mustard seeds, add a teaspoon of urad dal. Now pour it on top of this rice. See, meanwhile our onions have fried well, they have changed color, become transparent. or translucent. Now just add this to this sambar. Give it all a good mix and allow it to come to a boil. See, our sambar is boiling well now. We can switch this off. Look at this, perfect consistency, and the taste is typical of a restaurant style sambar. Just transfer it into my serving bowl. Just top it up with a few fresh curry leaves and coriander leaves. We are ready to take out the idlis too. See, perfectly done, soft spongy idlis. Finally, I am just dry roasting one appalam, that is the South Indian papad, Urad dal papad or ulund appalam. This is a perfect combination for the curry leaves rice. There, it's done. So our very healthy and aromatic curry leaves rice is ready. We can even give it as a lunch box recipe, and also our restaurant style special sambar to go with these soft spongy idlis and a few roasted papads. I remember in my childhood this spice powder for this rice would be made only with pepper, jeera, salt and hing as molagu jeera sadam, especially when we had a bad throat or feeling slightly feverish and so on. But today I have added curry leaves to it to not only enhance the taste but the health benefits too. All of us are aware of the immense health benefits of curry leaves. So whichever way you can use them in your recipes, do definitely use it. And as I said, any remaining powder you can keep it and use it later on also. And definitely try out this method of making sambar and give me your feedback on what you felt about the taste. Earlier on in my videos itself, I have shown you how to make curry leaf powder, which you can store for more than 3 months. In that, it would have been a slightly more elaborate recipe, adding tamarind, urad dal, maybe some coriander seeds and so on. This is more like an instant powder which you can make in a short while and have it whenever you want. So make this powder, keep it handy. Whenever you want, you can just mix it with some rice, or as I said, sprinkle on some idlis or a dosa or uttapam, and then also it tastes good. To serve, you can just pour this tasty sambar along with these soft idlis and enjoy.